So downloading it means that what when you download a software, you have actually welcomed the software into your system or into your laptop or into your phone. Now, when you download it, if you don't install it, that thing can never serve the purpose for which it came to your laptop. So that is why you then need to what? You then need to locate the file. Now, this is the file, and to install it, what you have to do is what? You either right click on your mouse, and then you are going to see open. You are going to see run as administrator. So if you choose the second one, you're actually doing the right thing. But then most time, what people do is that what they're going to double click on it. You just click it twice, and then the thing will be installed. Now this is Anydesk. This is it. Now this is Anydesk. This is how it looks like. And why are you confused? You've not gotten the file or what? Please, if you're asking me a question, make sure you're not using Apple. Oh. Are you using laptop? Are you using MacBook? Who is using MacBook? Please, the process in your own is not the same. Oh. If you're using MacBook, if you're using Linux, please, I think you have to go and run shell. Okay, let me show you what I do. What I mean by Linux, because the thing is actually very difficult on Linux. Let me show you. In my machine, I know you're using laptop. They are all laptop, but there is one that uses it. We have different operating systems like Linux, like Mac, and maybe whatever. Macintosh. So let me show you what I'm trying to talk about. So I have another system inside my system. This is it. How it looks like. This is another system called This is for cybersecurity experts. They use this one a lot. So this one works inside my laptop as a different system entirely. I just want to show you how the thing works. It's not the same thing. So you might be thinking you're actually doing the right thing, but actually you are using a different distribution of maybe a different kind of laptop entirely with different OS. So you can see now, I will just have to log in here, and this is another system here. You can see it's working differently. So if you are using this kind of system to launch it, it's going to be very, very different entirely. So make sure you know what you're doing. So we are still on our Windows. We're on our Windows, and like I was saying, I don't know who has the question, but please pay attention now, okay? When you want to now, as soon as you come into this site can actually detect your OS automatically. So that means you don't need to start looking for the file you want to download. You see the different OS here. We have Windows 8.1, we have Mac OS, we have Android, we have iOS, we have Apple TV, we have Linux, which I'm using inside my other system. We have FreeBSD, we have Raspberry, and then we have Chrome OS. Now, because I'm here now, this system automatically detected that I'm using the Windows, and it gave me the file for my for my system. So that means if you open this site with maybe a MacBook or maybe an iPhone, I'm sure it's going to be I think it's going to stop here. Then if you're coming with maybe if you have an Apple laptop, it's going to come here. Who can be this person now? I beg you want picking what you're picking now. I beg you. So if you're here with an iOS or maybe Android, it's going to be here. And then if you're using an Apple, maybe you have an Apple TV, it's going to be here. And then if you have a free BSD, this is where it's going to be. So because I'm coming here with a Windows, this is the Windows symbol here. So once you click here or you enter the site, it's going to give you the file. Now this is a file. Now you can see that the file is actually there. This is the file here in my laptop. This is it here. Let me show you again so you can see it clearly. This is the file here. This is it here. And I think it's your network, man. My screen is, it must be your network. Please exit and join again. Okay, okay, fine. So at this point now, let me just show this in there. So at this point now, when you want now, listen, let me do something again. You know me, I love to teach a lot. So after you must have downloaded this file here, what do you do? Just hold your control, on your keyboard on your laptop, just press control and J together. If you do that now, you are going to be able to see all the file that you downloaded here. So this is a file here. but I'm still not, I'm still not okay. I want to see it where it is. So I'll just click on this small standing dot here. If I click on this now, then I will click on it, and then it will show me show in folder. And then if I click on show in folder, it's going to show me where the file is located in my system. So this is the file now. And to be able to install it, there are three different ways to install this software. In fact, there are even four ways to install it. You're either going to use your command line, which is this one, cmd. You can use it from this shell. You can install it from this part, or if you don't know how to do that one, you can actually come here, you right click on it, and then you can click on this run or this open, and then it will come this way. Or you can come back here again, you can click it and then click on run as administrator, and then you confirm the prompt, and then it will run. Okay, now this is your Anydesk, and if you have passed through this now and you are in this run environment, who is this? My own is, I hope this group will be open even after training. I'm enjoying this group. Who be this person? Define Tori. So now, if you have reached this place, please let me know. Just comment and say yes, I'm here. Let me know that you are successful and you have been able to get to that point. Are you able to see this screen? You can see that screen on your own, Abby. I shared the link. Yes, yes, yes. Any desk, and I just said you should confirm it, accept it. Asimani ya debeni chebeni adikasi na potameni inagana. Are you just joining us, madam? This meeting was open. I've never had to accept anybody here, and I had about three people that came here first. I didn't accept anybody. It has been, look at it. It has been an open meet. Look at it. It's an open meet. I don't have to. I don't even have to do anything to it to accept. You just have to click and enter. I just said you should do control. Are you on the system? Okay. Press on Control J. You're going to see your files on your downloaded folder. Somebody was saying, Mr. Mike. Yes, ask me your question, please. What link? I don't know your. I don't know your. I don't know your WhatsApp. I don't know your WhatsApp. This thing number. What is it? Just it's here. It's here. I've said it again. I've shared it. Okay. So can I continue now? All right. So at this point now, we are here now, and we are trying to. So the moment you locate the file, and then you double click on it, or you right click and then select run as administrator, you're going to confirm. That's, you see this thing here, you're going to confirm it. Once you confirm it, and then you can now continue with the word. You can now see that it will now welcome you to the word, to the dashboard, and then the dashboard will look like this. Do you see the dashboard of mine? I have 1 2 3 5 3. Are you seeing something like this on your own? Okay, now we are going to do this. We are going to do this now. So assuming now that I am your customer, and then, or I am buying something from you, maybe I bought the software from you, and then you are trying to help me, maybe to come into my system and do what now, and try to see how you can help me to, like, maybe like install the software. What do? You simply ask me to what, to install this Anydesk, and then provide my address code. Now you might want to ask me, what is the address code? This here is the address code. Are you seeing this 1253 769 192? This is my address code, and then I can promise you that if you are in this screen, your own number is not the same as mine. Is it? But you have, now. Do you have a number on your screen? Do you have a number on your screen? Okay, let me just pick now. Now I just want to pick somebody here. Who is the lucky person I'm going to pick now? No, please don't be a pick. Mr. Udensi, okay, you say you're on you say you're on phone, Abby. Okay, Sandra Wanchuku, please give me your just give me your number so that I can add it here. Please just watch what I'm going to do now. Okay. Sandra, give me your number here. Just just call it for me. Just call it for me. No, the number on your screen of your laptop on that thing there. Yes. 76, yeah. 92. It's not it's not the same thing. No, this one is my own. This one is my own. This is not yours. This is I'm talking about your own. Install yours and give me the number on yours, not mine. Okay? Okay. Okay, Madam Akwiti, please call your number for me. Let me see. Call your number for me. Yeah? 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 645. That's the last number, right? So now, assuming that Akwiti now is my customer that I want to support now, what I have to do is what is ask her to provide me this special number, and then once she mentioned this special number, what I have to do is what I just have to key it in on that address, and then I will say enter. You see, my keyboard has what they call enter, and then once I do that now, I'll have to say okay, allow. Wait, somebody's okay. You see now, I am now. I think this is my laptop. So please, somebody's coming into my laptop. Who is that person coming into my laptop? Who is using a Lenovo laptop here? And I won't come into my own laptop, Barbie. Please, Madam Akwiti, please. Akwiti, Akwiti, can you see any request on your laptop? Don't accept it until you know who is that. Who now? What name do you see there? It should be on green before the human icon. Is it Kostov? Okay, please accept it. Yes, allow. Don't worry, it's safe. Do it now. Okay, allow. Wait, down. There's nothing wrong. Calm down. Yes, I know I'm connected. Yes, I know I'm connected. Okay, just calm down. It is now echoing. That's what I was trying to avoid before. It's echoing. But then can you still be able to hear me? Okay. So Akwiti, just type for me on the keyboard so I can know that you're communicating with me, okay? Oh, Akwiti, please just type for me on the keyboard so I can be able to communicate with you. It's like it's like that. That's why I was thinking of how to do it before. I think that's where I'm going to now. Okay. Okay, let me see. Um I didn't even see what you typed though. Akwiti. I can't see what you wrote on the keyboard. I mean, on my own. Okay, on this meeting chat keyboard, that's what I was saying. I was just Akwiti, I can't see what you wrote on the keyboard. I mean, on the chat. I mean, the meeting chat. So, okay, fine. It's fine. Please, can you simply just mute your just mute your mic so that I can be able to teach what I want to teach now. Okay. So guys,
Okay.
now
So guys, okay.
I'm going to have to
Now, so
access. This is Aquity's. Now this is Aquity's laptop. You can see the way her laptop is well open on my laptop.
this is laptop because it's on my laptop.
Now this is her
Laptop
laptop.
on my laptop. Now this is a laptop on my laptop. Now this is a laptop on my laptop. Laptop on my laptop. Laptop on my laptop. Laptop
This is why I don't like this because it's very,
This
very
I don't like
noisy.
this because it's very annoying. Very annoying.
Kai. So at this point now, I can actually just explore her laptop and see what I want to see within her laptop.
Now you just laptop is what I want to see.
Shit. You see, the echo was too much, so that's why I was trying to. So it's actually good when there is just one laptop to do whatever you want to do, and then you are good to go because all the radios will be communicating and then they will be jamming and everything will be so disturbing. That's why I don't like demonstrating it with, laptops that are not close to me. But even if I say I want to do it on my own here, it would have also been difficult because I wouldn't been able to show you what I was trying to show you initially. So that is just the way it was. But mind you that as soon as I connected into her laptop now, I could be able to see and do whatever I want to do with her laptop. And I'll be able to take any file I want to take from her laptop and I'll be able to ask her to click some places if I wanted her to. That is just the way any desk works. I don't know if it make or should we try somebody else's system and see? Maybe the noise will be less. Should we? Okay. Who is raising their hand? Let me see. Who is raising their hand? Yes, who oh, yeah. No. No. No, wait. Anytime now listen, anytime you log into your any desk, it's going to give you a fresh address. I think maybe it's like one or two per day. So the address will only change after 12 midnight, it will change. Like now if you log on the next day, you might get a new address. But then after 24 hours from now till the next day, it's going to change a new address. But if you are within the last 24 hours, it's going to be okay. Now let me just launch mine again. Let me launch mine again so you can see how it is. Let me launch mine. This is mine now. I want to launch it again. You see now, it's still the same thing, right? She still see the same thing. And then this is Akwiti's laptop here. She's still connected. I can still see her laptop here. Can you see it now? If I want to get in, I just have to click on it and then I'll get in. I'll just get in again. See, it's going to ask her for maybe it's going to ask her to connect me, and then once she accepts it, I'm going to what? I'm going to be able to enter her laptop once again. But mind you, this is very dangerous. If you don't trust who you are dealing with, please do not accept it. If it is coming from somewhere that you do not know, that you did not permit, please make sure you do what? You cancel it. Do not accept because if you accept it and you work maybe for instance you work with a sensitive or maybe organization, maybe you are the CIA or whatever, and maybe I want to hack you. If I send you this request and then you like maybe you accept it, I can actually enter your system and steal whatever I want to steal from your system. So that's just a danger. Is it clear, guys? Yes, of course. If you give me if I give you mine now, if you key into the now, if you take mine like this, if you take this 121 2 5 3 whatever and key it in this address book of your own, I'm going to receive a request here, and then once in fact just try it and see. I will receive a request, and then once I allow you, you are going to be on my system. Just do it and then see how the thing feels like. No, she has to. No, I'm the one requesting, so I have access to her. So if she wants to get access to mine, she has to disconnect me and then request access to mine. So Akwiti, Akwiti, you're going to just see Akwiti, disconnect me now. Okay, let me even do that from here. Let me just disconnect and then let me just remove. I want to remove selected item. Now you can connect to mine with this number. You see it now, 1253, and these are, so just make a request so that I can allow you into my own laptop. Asima, Asima, ya debeni, chebeni. I can hear you. Yeah, I can see your request now. I can see it. Somebody just Someone just requested. Someone with ID 17743261145 is requesting, and then if I should click on accept, if I should click on accept now, you can see that she's already here, and then she can type with me here. If I say hello, if I say hello, she can type. Maybe she can even respond to me. You see how? You see now? So that means I'm not currently on my mouse, so she can even open my files. You can see my file. In fact, you can see my entire system here. You can see it. Let me show you my desktop. Look at my desktop. Can't you see my desktop? See my desk. Now this is my desktop. Can you see this one? So you can actually, you can even drag all these things here and drag them about, on your own without me even interfering. You can drag them about anyhow you want them. See, you can move them. You can even download them to your own system, and they will be there in your system like without you even being here. I don't have to send them to you. That is just the way it is. So do you understand it now? Yeah. So okay, sir. Yeah. The person has full access to your system. You can't limit it. The person has full access. That's why for me, when I'm done with this now, I'm going to just kick it out because some of you are cyber criminals in this place. Me person not can go wake up one day, come go see my come go see my special pictures inside my system. Yeah. So you see, can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? Can you see where the root access here? Can you see where the root access here? Ah, it's there now. Let me go back. Is there now? You never look and where is the date there? So just in case you want, maybe you want, to avoid you from having access to criminals, just make sure that, because honestly, all those Indians and Pakistanis, they go about looking for this open port to us, maybe to try to exploit. So that is what they do. So if they get access to your laptop and you are online, you have an internet, I'm sorry for you, my dear. Your own don't finish. So look at how to get there. You see this four lining, I mean, is it five lines here? Where they wrote main menu. Can you see it here? So you click on it. Okay, then you click on settings. Can you see it now? So that is how to get there. So if you want to really, really control the access, this is where you do it here. You can actually see, you see this permission settings here. But this is where you want to really, really be careful. And if you don't understand it, just follow my own style. Once you are done with it, remove it from your system. Just remove it from your system. But maybe people like me, Sha, if I still want to hack into your system, I can still hack into your system anytime I want, any day. I just have to send you some lovely files, and then you open them, and then I'll be on your system without you even knowing. Ha 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 ha. Oh 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 oh. So that is just it. So this is where you want to like do that, and then you can see this privacy here. Just want to be sure that you see it's actually disabled. Please ensure you disable it, because if not, I can come into your system and then I can use your laptop to open your camera, and then I'll be snooping around when you are dating, maybe when you are doing whatever you want to do, and that would be a very, very disastrous blow right? So that's how it is, guys. So the connection, of course, you have to make sure that you do what you can even come here and change this one to 000. This port here can just change it to 000, just to make sure that nobody will use the normal whatever to come in. And then you can actually set username and password here for anyone coming into your system. But mind you, this is just some of you man, some of you might actually finish doing your work as a virtual assistant without coming across this. So don't really bother about it for so much. It's not really that much of importance. But just know that something like this actually exists. And then on your own part, try and read up RODP. You see this protocol? This is what that software actually does for us. You see, they call it Remote Desktop Protocol, RODP. So you see, it's a protocol or technical standard for using a desktop computer remotely. You see it now. So that means I can be here and somebody can be in the US and I can actually have access to their laptop and I can do whatever I want to do with it. In fact, some of we Nigerians, some of us on the internet, we buy what they call RODP and we are able to browse internet as if we're in the US. That means I can be in Nigeria here. I will buy an RODP account and then I can log into a computer in the US, in China, in Canada, under the sea, and from there I can open another bank account and do whatever I want to do. And then once I'm done, I will just log out and maybe they will be thinking somebody in the US did it, but actually it's somebody in Nigeria that did that did that shit. So that is what you have to know about this whole thing. So there's something called RODP that your lab, in fact, every computer on the internet has it. But mind you, it is configured mostly through your router. So if you have a router at home, you have to be careful how you allow people into it or access to it because somebody can go there and configure this and can control your laptop even when you are not there. That is the dangers of it. So that is how Anydesk works. It allows you to work to maybe to help sort out your customers' issue even when they are not there with you. You can do that remotely and they'll be able to maybe you can sort them out. So peradventure I wanted to like maybe save, maybe like install the software you bought from us now. I'll just have to ask you to install this Anydesk, and then once you install it, I'll just tell you, okay, give me the number on your desk. And once you give me the number on your desk, I'll be able to do what I want to do. It's that simple, guys. So there are other tools like Anydesk. There is Anydesk, there is Log Me In, there is Team Viewer, and so many of them like that. Okay, so just know that. I hope there's no. Is there still any question? Okay, okay. Sure, you're using a laptop, Abby. Okay, fine. Let me give you my number again so that you can log it. So you can track me from your own, from your end. Then I will just try to show you how to end it here. Okay. Just key in this number on your own so I can show you how to reject it. Just key in this number on your own address book. You see, they say enter remote address. Just copy this number 153, no, 1253 769 192. Just key it in and punch enter. Once you punch enter on your keyboard, I'll see your request here. Okay. Is she even still there? Okay. 769192. Enter. Okay, you see now? Sure, you see it has started coming, Abby. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen at all? So you see now, under here, I have something they call invitations here, right? You see, I have invitations here, and if I click on this corner now, so that means you are not going to be in my system. But because I don't want you, or maybe I don't know who you are, like I feel like this thing is strange. I didn't give anybody this pin. What do I do? I just simply click on this cancel here, and then you'll be away from me. If you do it again now, I will show you the other way too. Just do it again. Let me show you something else. Just key it in again so I can show you something else so that you can know. Wait, though. Are you from Ghana? Are you you from Ghana? Because I think you have an accent. That's why I want to be sure. No, I'm not mocking her. I just want to be sure. Esther, are you from Ghana or me from Abi they teach English language? You know, oral English in it. Ah, no wonder. Thank you, Jare, because you know the way you was, the way you were spoke it, I was like, this person must be it's either Ghana or in it, in it. So you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Thank you very much. So, amen. So now let us see. That is how to do it. So somebody should key in this, please. Somebody should key this again. Let me see. Just key this number again. I want to show you. I want to show you now. So if you have a laptop, please key in this number. Let me show you. Oh, please. Anytime we are doing this tutorial, please always ensure you are on your laptop. It will help you, so you can follow us along as we do. If not, you see now somebody just came in here. This is a manual. Now, if you are going to this part now, what I can do here is what I can either click accept to welcome him in, or I click on dismiss. You see it here? If I click on this dismiss here, he will not be here at all. Now, can you see this file transfer? This is where I can actually chat with him, and then if I want to send him a file, I can send him a file here, or I can actually see the file that he has actually taken away from me here. And then if he's here, he can give me an instruction. Just through here, he can give me an instruction here, and then I'll be able to. But because I don't want, what do I do? Just say dismiss, or you just simply click on what reject, and then he will be no more. He will just go away. Do you understand? All right. So yes, you must accept it first for him to be able to come in. Do you understand? This one now is just a knock. This is just a now listen. This is just a knock on my door. Okay. Now listen. This is just a knock on my door. So it's not left for me to what to maybe allow them in by opening my door to them. Moreover, this is my system firewall here. Can you see my system firewall here? This is my system firewall. Now, this my firewall here is like my how do I describe this one now? This one now, sometimes when you go to a barrack, you are going to see a very, very long entry gate, and then you are going to see a lot of soldiers there with guns, right? So this one now is the gun guiding my laptop. So if I allow this access, it means that it's going to trust this guy's request into my system, and then after that also I have to also do what? I have to also accept him here for him to be able to come into my system. So if I click on here, say dismiss, it's nowhere to be found. It's gone, right? It's gone. Okay. No, you can't. You remember that we said we should, like maybe like you can ask your customer if he's in a good environment, and then maybe you should hide some sensitive, the document, because what this means is that you know what this means is that so long as you have granted that person access, that person can see and unsee. He can see even what you don't show to the outside world, he can see them. So that is why you want to make sure that your desktop is prepared for that kind of visitation. So if you know you get bongo for your maybe for maybe for your desktop, go and hide it. If you know say you they do maybe like they do OnlyFans, go and hide your nonsense files so that you not come and see it, and don't go and spoil somebody's child or grandma. Okay? So that is just the way as it is. I hope it is clear now. Muna Esther, your hand is still up. There are actually more things you can do with it, but just that the thing is that I wanted to demonstrate it, but it's not really that easy for me because of the noise. And now you can't be disturbing your house more because of. But if not, you can actually be able to go around my system, see what maybe you can see my files, you can see everything I have on my system. You can actually see. So that means if I have an issue, you can actually troubleshoot my laptop with this Anydesk and then know where the fault is coming from. That is just the benefit. And then if I have any documents that you need, you can actually be able to get the document for yourself. Like, just like you downloading the document to your own system and then maybe be able to work from there. So that is why this so that is why how this thing works. Okay. And then if you are a tech savvy, you can even come into my laptop and then you can even run PowerShell in my laptop and then be able to do things on my laptop. Maybe like format my system, whatever you want to do with it. So there are more things you can actually do with it than we can actually demonstrate it, because the network issue and the noise that it generates. That is why. Do you understand? You're welcome. Aja Peace, what's your question? Your hand is up. Yes. Oguna, what are you saying? For you to get, are you using a phone? Okay. Wait, I'm coming. Onyekachi, you say you wanted to get access to the any desk, right? And I said you should go to anydesk.com and then from there it's going to select your system and then you can get access to, you see now, anydesk.com, this is the site. Once you are here, just click on this download now. You see, it's going to pick it will, in fact, just give it some time. You see, it has started downloading because I click on download now because so it has actually identified my system type and then it will give me the right file for me. You see, it's still on this Windows. Can you see the Windows using here on red? So if I was on Mac OS, I'll just click on here. If I was on Android, I'll click on here. If I was on iOS, here, Apple TV, Linux, and all of that. But I promise you that some of you here, the only thing you know about system so far is just Android. Some of you just only know about this one. Some of you don't even know what they call Mac OS. But Mac OS is that if you are using an maybe a Mac system or maybe Apple laptop, then this one is for maybe iPhone. And then if you're using an Apple TV, like maybe your TV is made by Apple, this is it. Then this is another version of OS called Linux. This one is more advanced. And then these ones are also different OS. This one is by Google. I think Google owns this one. Okay. So that is it, guys. Let's do something else. What do we do next? I think I promised to do today. What did I promise to do? Okay, I promised to do pick and clockify. So we're going to do those now. Aja, what's your question? You can't do that here unless you are seeing somebody's screen. So maybe somebody has to, like, maybe if you have an accountability partner, you guys can do that together. Okay. Okay. You just have to click on installation and then once you install it, it will pop up your screen for you with your code. That's all you need. All this, all this stuff. Listen, see, some of you, you saw me here now. I just came in here. The only thing I did copy out was this number, and the only person, in fact, and then the only thing I talked about was the person, keying in this number into here. That's all you need. You don't. All these ones here are quick dials. These are just news. If you are going here, that means you want to start paying them, and we are not here to pay. You are only going to use this for today, and then probably just get knowledge, and then you are good to go. You don't have to do anything else. Just get this number and then key it in, connect to your customer, and then do what you want to do, and that is it. You don't have to start buying anything like license or whatever. And when you are done, like I recommended, what do? go back to your system and what and delete it. Like me now, I would delete because I don't want it on my system because it's a danger. Eh? That system, in fact, that software is danger, highly dangerous. Hmm? It's highly dangerous. So let's continue. Let us do something else. So I hope we are all on the same page. Amarachi, where you are late, though. I saw you. You just sneaking with two leg. I saw you. I saw you. Okay. Now let's go to Clockify and let us see how Clockify, of course, is a time management tool. It's a time management platform that helps you to catch those people that used to come to work late. People like Amarachi Igwe. Mhm. They will come late, they will sneak in, and they will pretend as if they actually came late. But they don't know that we actually know that they came late. They thought we don't see through the eyes. They don't know that we are seeing, we are able to saw. Okay, this is my clockifier, and I was actually tracking a project here, but let me just go and I think I have to end this one. Let me click on. I want to create another account so that what I'm saying can be well understood. So let me go out. So if you want to create an account with this, what do? You have to go to sign up, and then you can actually sign in with what? With your Gmail account. So let me continue with Google, and then at that point you want to select the Gmail account you want to use, and you want to continue. And at this point now, having clicked on continue, you're going to be welcome to your what? To your dashboard. So this is your dashboard, and this is where everything begins for Clockify. Some of you are having somebody you are pressing in your rooms. You just want to use us. In fact, you want to come and using us and be disturbing us. We no go gree o, we will protest. So now, this is our Clockify. Like Equator said, this app helps you to what? To manage time and track your what? Your it helps you to what? To manage your staff time and the hours you spent at work, and it even helps you to what? To manage your budget for this stuff. Because if you are not coming to work early, I'm paying you for 10 hours, but you are only coming to work 9 hours. Why should I be wasting that extra 1 hour money paying you? That means that if you come 31 hours or if you come 30 hours, that means you've actually not come to work for 1 week. I mean, for like 3 days, or maybe if, maybe like if you are working like 10 hours a day, that means you're not working to work for 3 days because you've missed 30 hours. And of course, you know that 3 days work, if your salary is like maybe 2.5 per hour, that means 10 hours is almost like maybe 27,000 naira, and then the 30 hours is more like 36,000. Somebody's minimum wage. Then you don't come thief. So that is why this Clockify becomes what very very important. It helps you to track time with your various projects. So when you are here, you are going to meet these sections of this tool. This is a time tracker. This is a calendar. This one gives you how many hours was worked in each day of the month or of the week. You can set it for the day, you can set it for the week. And then here we have the analyze where you have the dashboard. This one tells you quickly how many hours have been spent on the project, and then the reports. The report tells you how many hours in total has been spent, and if you configure it very well, it can even tell you up to how much you spent or you are going to pay for those hours worked. And then you have your project. This project tells you, okay, the different projects you have where you are working, and then the team. The team view helps you towards maybe to know. You can see now how many this person, maybe how many hours this person have worked, and how many maybe how much they are receiving per hour, and all of that. And then even their role, you can actually see their role here. And then your clients are people that you're managing their work environment with this tool. So that is it. So this is just it. And you can also have tags. These tags, of course, you know what tags are now. Tags are special names you use to identify stuff within maybe a database or whatever. So now, how can we configure this stuff? The essence here is because we now, for maybe peradventure they tell you to come and manage, maybe come and be their time manager or maybe their time master, whatever. You can actually use this to what? To time everybody. I worked in a platform before where I work in a place where everybody think we are now, we are supposed to come to work by 10 in the morning, And sometimes some people come to work like maybe 10 minutes after 10, and then they will feel that the company is not seeing them. But then at the end of the month now, they will notice that maybe 2 hours was taken away from their salary. And then they will question like, why was my salary not complete? And then when the office now hears it, office is going to bring out a timesheet for everybody. So you that is complaining now, they will bring you, maybe they'll call you to a room, and then they're going to tell you, look at your performance for the for the past payment month. This is how you came to work. They will show you the minutes, the second, and the day that you got to work. And then if you doubt, they are going to pull out their CCTV, and then they're going to show you all the time that you came to work for all that day. This is a virtual, no, this is a physical site. It's not something that I'm saying, okay, maybe they told me the story. This is where I worked for more than 4 years. So when you're complaining that why did they remove 2 naira from my money, this and that, they will just be looking at you and then they'll be laughing. They would, they're looking at you and they'll be laughing until the day that you make too much. Now they'll go and put it out. When they show you, maybe you now start like, oh, okay, boss, actually, I'm just joking. But actually, you know the verse, you say you won't go beat person. But when now we don't show you, now let's say they pour water for your body, your spirit will now be calm. So you now see that okay, they actually supposed don't sack me since, but they're just managing you. That that kind of stuff. So that is how that is what this thing can actually help us to avoid as what as staffs. But then how can we set it up? It's simple. Setting it up actually means what that you need to what come to this time track and what start it. If you click and they say start it, it means that okay, to start counting for you can see now it has started counting. Okay. But there is more to this than just coming here to click on what start and stop. So let's see how we can actually set that up. Let's see. So how do we set it up? We can actually come down to the settings part, and then we can actually see where we can set it up. It even has apps for our phones and all of that. So that's not where we are focusing on. So we want to focus on time tracker, I want to focus on calendar, I want to focus on dashboard, and then on our reports. So now let us get our project first of all. Now we want to create our project. Let's call it Dangote project. Okay. So we'll come down here. We're going to say okay, Dangote projects. Say Dangote. It's not this Dangote. I bet let me put Y inside before they go and report me. So now we don't have a client, we don't have a template. Now let us give it a color. This is our color, and we can call it as it's a public stuff, and you can say okay, create. Okay. Now we have created it now, and it is telling us that we have worked maybe 0 hours, 0 USD, blah blah blah, and all of that. So we can actually set it much further. This is our project now, and we actually add some things inside it. Who is this person now? Hmm? Don't add man before. Please mute now. When you come in like this, you mute. Okay. So now we are here now, and we want to set up this work environment. Okay. We can start by giving it maybe some particular kind of access, like who wants access to this stuff. So you can actually add members here. Let me go and pull out your emails so I can use it all. I just need 5 people to volunteer and give me their emails here. Since I want to work with people that are on the immediate place here, just give me your email address so that I can use it to show you what I'm trying to do here. Please, if you don't have, I can use mine. Okay, Noma, I hear 345 is enough now. Thank you, thank you. You don't do now. Aja piece. Okay, let me just use Aja piece. Okay, so since I want to set up this place, I can just invite team members, and I will add this lady. Okay, see add. Of course, you're going to what have to invite them. Why is it not accept? What happen? I don't know why it's not accepting you. Maybe not like you. Okay, let's leave that one. Maybe it's not working yet, so let's just leave it. So this is you setting up who has access to this place. So if you know you are the only person that owns it, just have to use just your own here. Then the status. This one tells you quickly how much you've worked, how many hours you spent on this particular project, and then the forecast. Like, okay, since you already know how much you spent in maybe 10 hours, you already know how much you spent here, and you already know how much hours was spent to achieve the project this far. Your forecast will now be like, okay, in the next 30 days, how much are you going to be able to achieve, and how much are you going to spend on paying the staff? Okay. Then the notes, of course, the notes can be okay. The notes can be uh, ensure agile piece is paid 3 hours of overtime. So this can be just maybe now it can just be you as the accountant or maybe as the HR trying to tell the accountant to what to treat this particular staff with some level of what let me say promotion, maybe like giving them extra 3 hours of work of pay because maybe they were maybe so you know that there's some company that okay if you come to work today and then you work probably you're supposed to close work by 4 p.m. dot. Now if you add extra 10 minutes, that 10 minutes will what? It will now count. It will be as if okay, you worked and then you got extra 10 minutes. So they're going to count it for you. So peradventure you will now come to work throughout the month and you made an extra 10 minutes every day. It means that what? That throughout the month you're able to what? To have an extra 10 minutes times 30 days, which means that you actually gotten 10 times 30, which is about 300 minutes. And if you divide by 60, that gives you extra 5 hours. So if your shift was like 5 hours per no, if your shift was maybe 10 hours per day, it means that you've gotten a half day what full pay without even you I mean maybe feeling somehow about it. So that is why this is what is very important. But mind you, if you're working with a Nigerian staff or maybe if you're working with a Nigerian company, even if you put extra 2 hours, the day you come to work and maybe you were maybe like 5 minutes late, the way they will take open voice for you, they will shout as if you just kill it. In fact, they will just be as if you don't kill the entire owner of the company itself. Because now you don't kill them. So now, this is how we configure this place. Let us see how we configure it. So this is our project name Dangote, and then our client, we don't know client here because we can't set that. We are on a free loafer, so we cannot do anything much here. Now we say billable by default, you say yes. Now project billable rate. You say billable rate used for calculating billable amount for this project. So this is where you can now start setting okay, set rate. So he said this rate will be applying to all entries in this project unless a member has a more specific rate for his project. So you can actually say, okay, uh, say time entries from now, okay, and then all past due, whatever. So you can just say, okay, let's put it at $20, or maybe you can say maybe $10, and then we can say, okay, save. So what this means is that what that for every hour that your staff work, you pay them what $10. That is what this means. And then you can actually put time estimate. Say choose how you wish to track project progress. Okay. So let us set this now and you can say okay, time estimate. And then when you say time estimate, you can actually come here and you can say, okay, I want it to be maybe I want to be maybe oh now maybe I want it to be maybe 10 hours. And then when you're done with that, now what do? See now you are good to go. It has saved automatically on its own. So that means that this work now has now gotten a what? It has now gotten a what? A billable rate. So peradventure you come here and then maybe let's say you come to time tracker and then you select this Dangote project or you come here and you select one. See, I have Dangote here. If I select it now, then I click on start. As you know, as I continue to work now, it will be showing me how much I've already earned here, or maybe how much I'm going to spend paying those that have been working on this project. Okay, that is how this one actually works. But eventually also you have some other staffs here. Maybe you have a team of staffs or maybe team of members. You can come to this team here. You can actually add your team member. So I can actually say, okay, add new member here, and then I'll go and copy out that email address, which is here. Wow, you are so kind today. Let me take this Norma I here. I'll copy her email, and then I'll be able to add her here. And then I can also add somebody else, but I think it's limited to a particular number because we are using the freemium. Let me copy this again and I'll add it here. It will keep coming down. And then the third person will be this Obahiabo. I'll copy that. I'll add this here. Go again. I know what I say. I just define your trouble, auntie. Rest. Don't the verse just now. So Jacinta Ume. I'll copy that again. I'll put it. So maybe I have like so you see now, it's now five, and at this point now it's now saying, okay, now add. And then when I add this now, they're going to get an invite. So peradventure, these guys are the people that I have working in my maybe my company now. Okay. I can set them to like, okay, you see billable rate here also, also exists. So I can actually come here now and I'll say, okay, I want this person to be earning, let's say her maybe she's earning about maybe $15 per maybe $12.5 per hour. And I will click save. And then this person as well, maybe this Bayotedola, sorry, also the same thing, maybe they are the same level of, maybe they are the same level 7 staff, 12.5. Then I will save it. Then this one is Travis, of course, he's the boss. He can actually be earning like maybe $35 per hour, now big oga, you know. Then Jacinta also assistant big oga, maybe they receive like maybe 25. You save that. And then maybe Obiamaka Eluaka. This one is na assistant oga. They receive 20. So per hour. Then this one is Victoria Hard Headlock. Sorry if I've got that wrongly. I'm sorry. This one also, maybe this one is 21. Maybe this one are old staff. It's $22 per hour. So now we now have this details about our staff now. So should in case we now want to come and say, okay, let us see how much we have actually been paying. So we can now go to our maybe time tracker or our calendar. Okay. When we come here now, we can actually see how much. You see now, this one now, you see what is showing us now. This is how much time we have spent in our project. This is it. It has shown us how much we have spent on this project. And if you come here as well, you're going to be able to see how much actually your staff have actually spent. Let's come here. Okay. This is now remember that we actually give this thing a time to work. Okay, so this is just what it's tracking. It's tracking how much it is able to work so far. You see, it says 3 minutes so far. If we stop it now, okay, it will tell us how much we have actually go, or maybe how much we are going to spend paying these guys here. You see now, it says that we have worked how much? $0.02 because we work for how many? 12 minutes or just whatever and all of that. So this is just the way this one works. If you come in here, I want to do something here. So let me see. This is our team. This is our team now, and I want to do time tracking. If I want to do time tracking, I have to come here and I will say timesheet. Timesheet actually means, okay, I want to start tracking for everybody. So I can say activate timesheet. When I do that now, is it going to be for Dangote or do I have another project here that I want to work with this timesheet? So if I say Dangote, it means that for every day that Dangote staffs come to work and then they start working, it is going to tell me how many hours that they spent here. If it is on Tuesday, it will be here. So Wednesday it will be here. Then it will tell me the number of hours that they spent or minutes that they spent, even up to the second. So when you are now done, you'll be seeing how much you're going to now you'll be seeing how many total hours that they are working for the week here. You'll see everything here. So that is how this thing works. Okay, so now if you want to view it per individual, let's say you want to view it for maybe for Jacinta. If you come here, you're going to see how many hours she has worked, but it's telling me that I need to upgrade to be able to use that. If you come to Obiamaka here, of course, I need to upgrade first to use that. But when I did this in last 4 months, this thing actually worked perfectly. I don't know why these people they don't like me. Don't worry, I will catch them. So this is just the way this thing works, guys. So it's actually very, very interesting that when you come here and you want to perform, you want to work, you can actually see what you've done so far, and it will be so easy for you to track what you're doing and all of that. So in fact, you can even know the days that you worked more, the days you spent extra hour working. You're going to be able to see it here. So let us say this is our team, and then we have actually known how much they are going to be working per or maybe getting paid per hour. You can simply come in here and then we can say, okay, let us create a project. Let's call it Digital Witch. And then let's say clients. We don't have any clients yet. And then we can say, okay, create. When we create this now, we can do what now? We can go back to our time tracker. And then if we are going to track for Dangote, we'll select Dangote. But if you are not going to do that, we're going to select another project by clicking here, select Digital Witch, and then you start tracking time forward for Digital Witch. Now, the interesting thing about this is that as it tracks, you can actually see, maybe even if you're doing other things within your laptop, you can see the time counting here. You can see it's now counting 10 seconds on Clockify. So when you come back, you can see that it's now 13 seconds. And as you're doing that now, the time here is what? It's telling you how much you're going to pay them for for the number of hours that they worked so far. It will tell you here. And then if you're going to tell it, maybe if you want to tell it to maybe to tell you how much each staff has worked, you can actually come here, click on this thing, You can actually add the members of the staff inside it and then be able to calculate how much each staff has actually worked. That is where this thing works. It's not difficult to manage. It's not difficult. You can actually understand it by playing with it on your own time. It's very, very simple to understand. So at this point, if you have any question, please throw it to me. Let us devalue your question and dissolve them. I want your question now. If you want me to go through it again, I still there for you, no wahala. Dun, 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 dun. The URL is there. The URL is there. Is clockify.com. You can see it there now. Clockify.com. Anywhere you, sorry, clockify.me rather. Anywhere you see this thing app.clockify, just know that they have actually passed a level. They have, they have gone from the main page to that part where you're seeing. So you cannot access this app dot whatever is for people that have logged into the site. So if you're not logged into the site, you cannot find it. So don't make that mistake of saying, let me go and they will not even allow you access because you're not registered yet. Is it your first time creating an account in a website? It's not your first time creating an account, so you know what to do there. Just figure it out. Figure it out, man. You can actually do it. Is it dot sign up and use your Gmail account to sign up. Don't use clockify.com because that will be you going as whatever. Use clockify.me. You see I have two links here. Use clockify.me. You see it now? Clockify. Just do that and you'll be fine. Hmm? So any other question? Any other question? Before we go to the next two. But this one is not supposed to be okay. Just delete the file from your system. In case your children have access to your system or maybe somebody you don't trust have access to your system, just delete the entire file. Okay. So let's go through this again one more time before we call it the night for the night. Are we here now? Are we here now? Okay. We are talking about Clockify and we said that this is a tool that helps us to track time, right? This is a tool that helps us to track time. I know the other time that Ekwi was doing hers, she actually went to Pombo, Placky, and all of that, but I just don't want you guys to be confused with all those things. Leave all those ones aside. Just understand the main focus, which is what Clockify. So, what is Clockify? What does it do for us? It can help us. I say Clockify help us to track time because every business actually wants to find a way to save cost. And if you are HR here, I just want to know that we know what you guys do at the back end. We know how you guys actually try to save the company some money by short paying staff or making sure that they work extra to achieve more milestone at a lesser pay. We all understand all of this. So now this is what you do here. Clockify actually helps you to manage all of that and to make sure that everybody that works with you is compensated equally without anybody being cheated. Like, if I work with you, and I don't want you to maybe I don't want to feel like maybe I work for 3 hours, but then you are paying me only 2 hours. Maybe you're not come and tell me a lie, your hours not complete. But when you now have a system like this in town, or on the premise. You don't have to say, okay, you just go there and what confirm it. In fact, there are some companies in Nigeria where you, as soon as you go to work in the morning, you punch in with your biometrics. I know some of you that work with maybe bank and the rest, maybe you might have something like that. But if you were to write it, maybe you go there and sign your name. Somebody can actually help you and will sign your name. When just meanwhile you're not even at work. That's the thing. But then when it's just for you to go in there, punching with your finger, it becomes what authentic because nobody can fake your fingerprints. Nobody. Okay, so that is why this thing become what necessary. In fact, some of these things have actually been logged on with our maybe so what some of us here we have what they call clocking device in our office. As to which office you just punch in. So these things are actually in there in the sense that they can tell how many hours you worked, even without anybody trying to guess whether you were at work or not. The days you missed work, it will tell you. The day you were off, it will tell you. The number of hours you worked out, that are extra, it will tell you. That is how these things actually work. So they try to work to minimize anger in workplaces. They try to make sure that nobody will come and be arguing that blah 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 blah. No, nobody wants to blab here. So that is how these things actually work. So the timesheet here helps you to what? To manage. Maybe you have a team of staff working with you. This your timesheet actually helps you to work, maybe to manage them. Like you can, in fact, I can even have like I can even have all your names here. Like, okay, I can say, let me call this one. I can call this one. Let me call it CY. Like maybe I have a staff called Cynthia or Cyril. Let me call it Cyril, and then I'll just create it, and then Cyril will be here working. So now once Cyril comes to work, I'll just start tracking time for it. So I can actually come here, and then I will select him. I will select Cyril, then I will start tracking time for him. Just like that. This thing now they are trying to make sure that we don't actually get to enjoy it because they are now these people are wicked, Joe. So when you come here now, you can actually see that this thing has been counting it. Let me see. I'm trying to show something. Okay, it's not counting for that. But then if you come to summary, you can see that what the heck. So you see now, this is where we are at the moment. So this is Dangote. It has worked for what say 0.06 hours, which is about 6 minutes, and they can see how much the staff are. If I want to pay for the work done now, I'll pay this amount $0.58, and then the work progress is what is 0.58%. So then the team, how many people how many people do I have on my team? So this team section will help you to what? Help you to manage everybody on your team. Like you can see their names, see their email address, assign them a particular rate, or maybe have maybe their hourly rate, and then you can even set their role. Like maybe are you the HRO, are you the PRO, are you the driver, are you the cleaner, are you the marketer, right? And then this group here means that okay, I want to assign you to a particular group. Somebody send me a message. Please, are you doing a lot of things at the same time? Okay, please, you're doing a lot of things at the same time. Chiamaka Louisa, I'm so sorry about that. Sorry. What do you want me to do now, Chiamaka? Tell me what you want me to do. I thought the other day they told you that you should pay attention in the screen first before you can be able to know what you are doing. Before you can go and do it on your own, right? Okay, okay. It's like I think it's that thing that they gave me to drink that time. I think it was bitter one kind. Maybe that's what is not doing me. So now, okay, okay. No problem. Okay. Now, let's assume they call you or maybe they hired you as a time master, okay? And they say you are going to be the one managing our time sheet or our timings, or maybe we want you to be the one that can manage our company to ensure that we don't spend too much money and all of that. And perhaps you work with a company that has other projects, okay? Like I said from the onset, I said these are different projects for this company. We have serial project, we have digital wish project, and then we have Dangote project. So if I want to track time for all of these things here, That is what we are doing here. Now I want to know how much hours have they spent on this project here. How many hours have they spent on digital witch project and how many hours have they spent on serial project? To do that, what do? You come to your time tracker here. Okay. This is your time tracker and this is where you can actually track all those times there. So I want to stop this one. And then to track time, what do? If you want to track time for any of these projects here on this your time sheet, what do? You come to time tracker here and then you select the project that you want to track the time for. Okay, so you see, I have serial, I have Dangote, I have digital wage. So if I want to track time for all of them, I just have to click here. Then I'll start tracking it by clicking on start. Is this part clear, please? Is this part clear? Okay, so let me say I want to start tracking time for serial now. I just have to click here. It will start counting. Okay, so but before then now, there's actually what they call setting up billing hour or maybe bill rate. Bill rate simply means okay, how much you want to pay somebody for an hour work. Okay, some of you that are working here now, maybe you are a doctor, you are a surgeon, maybe you are a marketer, you are a sales rep. If you are receiving 70,000 naira maybe like in a month, just know that they are actually doing what they call, if you calculate how much you are going to earn per month, it means that what? That you say, okay, how many days of the month do you go to work? You say, I go to work 5 days of the week, and then times, let's say 20, maybe times 4 weeks, 20 weeks. So that means on the average, you go to work for what? Maybe 20 days throughout the what? For the whole month. So if you're receiving 75,000, it means you are receiving what? 75 divided by what? No, I'm coming. It means you are receiving what? I mean 75,000 naira divided by what? By 20. Oh, what am I even pressing? Don't mind me, guys. So if you're receiving 75,000, it means you're receiving what? 75,000 divided by what? Divided by 20 days. And this gives you what? This is how much you're going to be receiving per day. So as you go to work in a day and come back, this is how much you receive, 3,750. And then if you're working 8 hours for that day, it means you're going to further divide this by what? By 8. So if you divide this by, it's okay, divide it by 8. Now this means that for your hourly work, you are going to be receiving this amount. Just imagine in Nigeria. Oh God damn it. This is how much you're going to be receiving. Can this even buy can this even buy cigarettes now? Can this buy cigarettes? I'm not sure. So so this is how much you're going to be using to what? To earn power. So that means the money you are going to use to cook your lunch, self, you can't even earn it in 1 hour in Nigeria if you're on the minimum wage now. That is what that thing means. So that is it. So you want to come here now. If you want to set that up, what do? You come to your what? You come to your project now. You go to where they say your team here, and then you configure all of that. This is where you set it up. This your team here help you to what? To add all your team members and then set up their what? Their hourly rate. So how much are they earning per hour? You set it here. Then what is their role? If their role is maybe driver, cook, or whatever, you can actually create that by clicking on here. But you see, they still will need what? Upgrade access. We don't have that. So that's why you just see me being quiet. If not, I would don't full here since. And then once you are done assigning the role, what do you do next? You can actually put them into a group. You can group them. You can say, we have management staff, then we have maybe we have laborers. Then if you're actually to work with maybe if you are to work up maybe if you are to talk about the real cadres in maybe let's say construction for instance, we have craftsmen, we have technicians, we have technologists, then we have the engineers. Okay. And even the engineers sef, we have the management level engineers and then we have the CEOs and all of that. So those are just what you mean by what by the groups. Okay, so you want to what group them, but you see we cannot add any group here because they say we never. So let me just add one group here so you can see. If you want to add a group, what do? This is where you have all the members of the team. You just come to groups here and you click on what? Add. You see group, you say group whatever is required. So I just want to come here and I'll add. Let me just type craftsmen or let me just say laborers. No, let me just say level 6. Let's say level 7 officers and I will just say add. So now I've created a group called what? level 7. So let me now go back there and then add all these my staff here. Now all these ones that are earning 12.5, they are what? They are my level 7 officers. So I can just come here and I will say level 7. I'll come here again. I will add this person as what? Level 7. And then these guys, they are management team. So I can just come here and I'll create another group again. I will say, okay, maybe now level 15. Level 15. And I will just say, okay, add. You see? Now I have to come back here again. And then this guy that was earning $35, I'll just add him to what? To level what? 15. And then this guy here, I will say they are senior staff. So I have senior staff now. I will go back there and I will click on what add and I will say senior staff. Okay. And I will just click on add. So if I come back here again, I can actually add this Jacinta as a senior staff. Of course, senior babe now, so the earn better money. This one also senior staff. This also senior staff. So that's why if you hear somebody saying that kind of senior staff, oh, just know that what that is called what ranking. You know, in the army you have them as lieutenants, maybe general, major and all of that. But then in normal, in our normal civil service work, we call them level, we have senior staff, we have casual workers, we have what they call level 7 and all of that. You can see junior staff and all of that. So that is how you do it. So now, if I want to know how much all of them have worked here, I can actually know that here. So I just have to come back here and maybe this is my project now. I have this project. I can actually add people to this project, but I'm not sure they're going to allow us that access. Okay. So let's say I want to add people to this. Let me add members. See now, you see, as I click on these members now, I can select which member of the team I want to add here. Okay, so let me just say I want to add all these people here. I want to add all the levels, you see, because they all work for what? For Dangote. So I'll just click on that. I'll just add them. Okay, they have been what? They have been added. So this means that what? Whenever I want to track now, if I'm going to track the time for these people now, I'll be seeing how much each of them has what? So this is Dangote now. And if Dangote is to work for me and I'm to track how much they've worked, I can actually come and say, okay, let me know how much they worked at Dangote, and I'll click on it, and then it will show me how much they've actually worked here. In fact, it will always show after this dollar sign. In fact, you will always see it here. But peradventure, I don't want them to view me. I'll just come here and I'll turn it off. Just turn it off. Turn it off. That means they cannot what I cannot build them because or they cannot build me because I don't know how much they are going to be worth, how much they are working per hour. So nobody knows how much from what they've worked so far. So let me just stop this one now and let's see how we can actually see. Let's see how we can do other stuffs here. So now let us see our calendar. Our calendar actually tells us how much we're working for the day or maybe for the week. And then this is our dashboard. Our dashboard tells us for each project that we are doing, how many hours have we spent? Look at it now. This is it now. You see, this is for digital wage. You see now, this is for digital wage. And then if you come down here and then you change the project to something else, maybe you change it to somebody else. In fact, you can also see how much they work. They work. Now look at it now. This is for digital wage, having 10 minutes and 54 seconds. This is for Serial having what 7 minutes and what 9 seconds. Then this is for Dangote having 3 minutes and what 29 seconds. And then you can see how it has proportioned them here. The one below is for what you can see now. This is the legend now. The blue key, Abi, is that one not blue? Okay. Please, what how do you call this blue? I beg. I don't know color. How do you call this? What about this one? Wetin carry name come inside blue? God I beg oh. So now here now, this means now this is a what? Now how do you call this one? Now, is this one not a bar chart? This means a bar chart, abi? Ehen. What about this one here? This is a pie chart. Now this one is a pie chart, like maybe jam pie or maybe fish pie. Ehen. Then this one is a bar, like barman. So this one now shows you the proportion of what of work done by what by each team. Okay, that is what this one does. So you can actually track it by say okay by project or by billability. So that means you want to know how much each one have what. they have actually earned. So you can see now that digital which have actually earned up to how much? Digital which have actually earned up to, let's say, they have earned like, see it now, they have earned about $0 because we don't have the billable for them yet. Then see these guys, this guy which is what's the name here? That's Sirio has actually worked up to $14. You can see it now. That's just how this one works. So it's really, really not so difficult for you to understand this. So you can also go to the summary. Can you see the summary here? Click on the summary here to show you also other things too. So when it loads now, you can see that it actually show you some things like detailed and all of that. You can see summary. You can see, let me see team reports. Okay, that one is saying upgrade first. Let me say expense report. It's not going to give because we are still using the free whatever. So you can even see the detailed reports if there's any. You can see the weekly reports if there is any, and then even the shared report you can actually see. And then we have projects here. This is our project, and then when you click on this project view, you can actually see how much each project has what have actually earned so far. So this is our serial. They have worked for 0.12 hours, and then they have earned what $4.17. Is it clear somehow, please? Okay, that's fine. Then look, then what about the team? This is our team. Nothing. You see, it is from whatever we set here that they're able to give us all what we're able to do here. And then if I come here and I click on time tracker and I put these ones on, I'll be able to see how much all these teams here have been able to earn. And then let me see this. Let's see this project. See now, you can actually see how much they've actually earned. You see, this one has earned $6. This one has actually earned $4.17. This one has earned 0.58 and all of that. So this is just how this whole thing here is. So there's nothing really, really serious about this whole thing, except if you're employed for this. If you're not employed for this, somebody does this for you as you're working. Or if you're using it to track your work, you don't just have to work, just do your work and earn your money and leave. Nothing more than that. So you can actually do this and then change it to project view. And that is it. So this is it, guys. You can change it. So you can see now that for all the time that we've worked now, we have worked a total time of what 21 minutes, and that gives us what $11.10. Billability is what 100%. That means we are going to pay all this money here. And then if you want to change it to maybe the project view, you can see that here. It will change as well. So this is just the way that it is, guys. So any question you want to ask me now, please ask me now. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you well, well. Yeah, I know now. Listen, it depends on what you want to do. Okay, if you want to track for individual staff, if you want to track for individual staff, so that means you have to come here now. You are going to add all the individuals. What you are going to add them all as what as projects. Okay, do you understand? But because you want to track the entire project, what do you do now? Look at it now. I say Dangote, or okay, I say Digital Witch. So that means that every staff on Digital Witch, they are here to work, and so long as they are here working now, it means that what the effort of every staff what is being calculated here. Do you understand? We have students here. So okay, ma, I can hear you. That is what we mean by what by tracking for the what for the particular, for that entire project. Let's assume that okay, maybe like it's a factory. Say you know that in some factories, when you are with your team and you are the team lead, what do you do? The moment you guys enter your workspace, what do? You just activate the timer, right? Do you have you seen such before? Yeah, so it's just so stuff like that. So that means that if you want to do it individually, maybe like you have 10 staff. So that means that you want to set it up as maybe you now come here, you now say, okay, maybe I want to track for cereal. Just okay, cereal, or come here, click for cereal, and then you track their time. Their time will now start counting from that particular day. Do you understand? So that means if you have 10 staff, you are going to be tracking for all of them at the same time. You turn on the time for each one of them as you call them, hey, Richard, you say yes, man, you start. As you call them, Uju, you say yes, man, you start. As you call them Akwiti, you say yes, you start. So at the end of the day, now you now know how many hours in total, and then you bookmark it, and then you save, and then you continue for the next day. Do you understand? Okay, one person at a time. One person at a time. One person at a time. Yeah. If you don't see, if that's why I'm saying that, for instance, if you are the team lead, it depends. You can track by, you see here now, as a time master now, you can track by what? By the project. So if your project was Dangote project, and then you have seen the team lead coming to tell you that they are going to start work, what do? You just click, first, you just click on what? Start. It's that simple now. Do you understand? So that means that, okay, I'm listening. Go ahead. And now you also come here too now. You are going to, as you are doing for the company now, the company is in the US, Abi, no problem. Let them be in there. Then you just come here, go to your project, add the name of the company, you see, create a new project. Maybe their name is Indeed, okay, Indeed, and then you just click on create. And then you can actually go back there and then set how much. Maybe you can actually go back there and then set how much you are working, maybe per hour. Maybe they told you how much you work per hour, and you just come here and then you add it. And then when you go to your time tracker, just click on this one. You say, okay, select tracker you want to track. Maybe you want to track for maybe Indeed. You can actually pull up Indeed file. You can stop this one. Say add project. Okay. You select the Indeed. Okay. You select the Indeed, and then you start the timer. Do you understand? Now, because you know how much did you are being paid per hour, you are going to be seeing it here. Okay. Mind you also that sometimes also maybe for this Indeed now, in fact, you can actually select Indeed, and then you now need to add a task. Okay, let me show you something now. Look at it now. Now this is Indeed now. Let's say I want to track for Indeed. Okay, I select this Indeed now. Then I want to assign somebody a task in there. I can say, okay, what is the task that you did in maybe at this Indeed? You say, okay, maybe social media marketing, social media management. What do? You just simply save. And then what do you do when you now save it? You just click on what you say, okay, start. That means that for this task that you are doing for Indeed, you want to know how many hours you're spending on that particular task. I don't know. Does it make any sense? Okay, so peradventure I want to talk for this Dangote now. So maybe I want to track for this Dangote now. I will stop this one. Then I will come for this Dangote. I will say, okay, add projects. Then select Dangote. Then you create task. You say maybe firing. Maybe you want to fire all the engines. Just click on OK, say save, and then when you do that, you click on what start. So when you start now, that whole thing will not be counting for what for Dangote for the job you're doing now at what the firing of the engine. So at the end of the day now, you can in fact you can actually start all of them at the same time, and they'll be tracking individually on their own. Okay, that's just the way it works. It's not like I've always said. It's not really something that you should be worried about saying all of that. It's something that is very very simple. Just keep tracking and then you keep working. Is it clear? Yes, Mr. Odensi. Abi, who asked the question? Yeah, it's not Clockify. That one is Time Doctor. How would they know? How would they know that you're not working? Okay, like how would they know that you're not working for two different companies? Well, nobody see this one now is for you. However, if now maybe if company A is tracking your time with maybe with Clockify, then I'm sorry, maybe if company A is tracking you with Clockify, there's no guarantee that the other company will still track you with the same Clockify too. Do you understand? So that means that you just want to come here now and then you want to just activate for the two companies or whatever, right? So you can just say, okay, let me stop this now. So peradventure you came to work today and then you are working for maybe you are working for Dangote and Siri. You can just come here, you turn this on, and then you also turn this on. This Siri, you turn it on as well. So the two will now be counting for you. Okay, but now you can't know if they can't catch you, now you can't know, not be me. Oh. So you just have to be careful. Is it clear somehow? Is it still there? Is it clear, Mr. Densi? Yeah. It's not. It's not on. It's not only a remote job. If you are working for a company, like I just said, if you're working for a company, maybe you work at a local government council, and then you want to track of it, you can actually have this on your own laptop as you go to work in the morning. You just get to office, you turn it on for yourself, and you forget about it. But then, if your laptop is low, that means you are going to lose time. But if your office actually have constant power and then you connect your laptop, you'll be fine. You just have to come back after 4 hours and then check. Just see that you have actually worked for 4 hours. You can use it for yourself as well to know how many hours you are working. So it doesn't really have to be necessarily for only for your remote work. If you have say for instance now if you have a small supermarket maybe like in town, you can use this one now to manage your staff and how much they are working. I mean, can't you just add them here as your staff and then you put their timer on. If they go for break, of course you pause it until they return. Check it now. Do you understand? You that is working, that is paying them, you don't know how many hours wey dey work for you. Okay, somebody else is asking question. Yes, please, okay, mention something on kiosk and uploading, blah blah blah. Okay, let me see. Kiosk and uploading the timer on Upwork or where employee needs it. Anyways, mind you that actually Upwork actually has their own manual timer. I think I used that one recently when I was working for somebody on Upwork. So in fact, Upwork allows you to do that manually. But then, if you want to use your kiosk, now this is your kiosk here. This is your kiosk, right? And then if you want to activate kiosk, be my guest. Your kiosk is what? It is on. I've turned it on. They can change. You can put your name. Let's say okay, hotly. Then say as me. Let's say we are using all our level 7 officers to do this work, and then I think it's your network or not be my screen. No. My screen is as clear as ever. So you see now, anybody with same complaint? Okay, so now we are trying to what? Now you see now we are trying, now this is our kiosk and then we call it hotly. You can even call it your name if you like it, and then you can say, okay, team one. Let's say team one, this is team one. And then project, say default project. Who project are you tracking this team for? You can say, okay, we are tracking this for serial project. And then what do you do? Just simply create. Who is that person? Who is that person now? You should respect yourselves now, I beg. So when you come here now, and then you want to see what is going on, you can actually do this, and then you can see what is going on. See? Now, this is the hotly time. So if you are coming in here, you have to what? You have to sign in, log into your admin or manager account to launch the kiosk. Okay. So this one is actually if you want to really go extra miles and all of that. So I don't really see it being that much of an importance. You can actually launch it. Okay. Who they young for? You see why I like being funny sometimes when I'm teaching because now some people are feeling like they want to sleep. But if it was this one, now nobody will sleep. Eh? Bio. Okay, this one. Some people are already here working. You see now. So this is just it can tell you how many hours you've worked and all of that. See, this is just it, guys. What is the next tool? The kiosk ensures that you are the kiosk means that okay, when this person is working now, you want to be the one that will be tracking them. Okay, they cannot go there and change anything. So as they work and they go away, you can actually see them there. You see it now. You see, you say clock in. You say clock in to hotly. This one now could be you trying to clock in. Okay, as soon as you clock in, it will show. Okay, this now you have started working. Okay, so this is more like you telling you. So I've come to my booth now. I want to start working. I've come to my booth. I've started working, and then how many hours did I work? It will be showing you here. Now this is your group name is hotly serial. Okay, so that is the way this thing works. It's not that difficult to understand, guys. It's actually very. I wanted to do this thing this time. I wanted to do what do they call it? Peak time, and that one is actually very, very more advanced than all these ones. How do I do to? How do I get to what? Why are you lost now? Okay, let me try to. Why will you see me when you were busy pressing things there? Eh? Let me log in again so you can see what I did. I think I will just pause this now. I think it has recorded enough. So this is Intercom website, and we want to see how we can actually do stuff with it. You know. So let us see, guys. So I want to install this. Who be that person now? Mary Rose. Now you, it's Mary Rose. I've muted her. So let me see how I can be able to do this and install it on my website so that we can actually get to navigate it properly. Link for what? Yeah. Intercom.com now. Okay, let me share it here. Intercom.com. You just need to create accounts. Intercom.com. Let me be sure so that I don't give you a wrong. Of course, intercom.com. Did the brain. Yes, ma. So let us see how we can actually do this now. So I'm here now. I want to embed this into my website so that you guys can actually go there and do what you want to do. So I have to come to channels, come to messenger, and then let me call it. So this is it now. You see, hi there. Welcome to Garden Constructors. Can we help you today? So this is what I want it to be like, and I'll just have to come and I had this code before. Where did I even leave the code safe? So I can come here and I will say install. When I say install, I will just need to click here and I'll be able to collect the code from here. This is the code. Huh? That's not the code though. I think this is it, basic HTML, and then I'll copy this code. Are you looking at my screen, please? Because somebody come and ask me, they don't know how I got to this place now. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Please don't come and ask. Okay, fine. I click on settings, right? Settings, and then here you're going to see things like you'll be seeing something like, okay, let me just go. I don't want to go away from that so you can see it properly. Okay, so I'm going to click on settings. When I click on that, I'll come to channels. Okay, then going to click on messenger. Now, when I'm on messenger now, this place allow me to maybe to design the messenger the way I want it to appear on my website. Okay, so this is just it. It's nothing much. But if you don't understand how to do this, please simply maybe just hire a dev like me, and they can help you to do it perfectly. Okay, so this is all you do now. So you can actually copy all of this and then set it up properly. You see the inbox and all of that and all of that. So what concerns you here now is this settings or this install. This is where you can copy the API code or the widget code to put it on your website. So you can click on install and then come down. You're coming down, click on what? You see where they wrote here, they said basic JavaScript here. You click on it. And then when you're on this now, what you need to do is what? Come here and then you click on what? Copy code. You see copy code here? Copy it. Now, when you copy it now, I have to go into my website now, and this is my website as always. I manage this website and it has been here for 12 years now. So you come here and then you go to your website and then you click on widget. See widget here? I'll click on widgets and then I'm going to click on basic HTML or custom HTML and I will drag it here. Then I'm going to paste that code I copied now. I'll just paste it here and I will click done. I mean save. After I click on save, I'll come back here and I'll click on done. When I click on done, I just have to refresh this by pressing my F5. And then since I've done that now, this code is already here. So let me see how it looks like on my front desk, on my front. So this will be the stuff on my front page. I'm here now. This is it on my front page. I have to open a page to see if it works. I don't know why it's not responding so far, but it's supposed to respond. It didn't work. I have to go back and do it again. Perhaps I've not actually activated it. I don't know. So this is it here. I don't know what happened. Let's say done. I'm not fast. If I was fast, you wouldn't even catch me at all. So I've installed this now. I don't know why you don't you don't have to see now because you don't have a website. Do you have a website to paste it on? Do you have a site to paste it on? You don't have a site, so that's why you cannot see what I'm pasting it on. Why is this not working? Eh? It worked this afternoon. I was here this afternoon and the thing worked perfectly fine. What is the problem now? Hmm? Oh, give me brain fuck again. Okay, let me just do it again, guys. Let me come back here. Um, Maybe it's because I removed the plugin. I think that should be the reason why. So I'm here now. I should click here, and I've done that. Code snippets. Click here. Click basic JavaScript, and then this is the code. So it's supposed to work now. Why is it not working? Okay, fine. Let me go and install. Let me install the plugin and see. Let me come back here. Go to the plugin section, and I am on the plugin section trying to upload the plugin. So you see now I'm trying to troubleshoot why it is not showing here because you see this thing here now. You see this thing here like this. See this thing here. I'm supposed to see this thing here on my page here, but I'm not seeing that, and I want to find out why it's giving me such a blind eye. So I have to install it, and I'll say add new plugin. When I add new plugin, I have to locate where the file is on my laptop and then click on upload. And then this is it here. This is intercom. I will click here and I will install it. Once I install it, I'm sure it will start working. They're not born away, make it not work this time. If it not work, I'll just go and sleep. 23 people. So now someone I like intercom before, I didn't know you guys like intercom like this, so wow. So I'll have to clear my cache and then activate the plugin. And then let me see if it's going to pop up now. So I'm going to refresh this one by pressing my F5. Let's see if it comes up. Come on now, where are you? Oh my god. What is this? It didn't come up. God damn it. I did this afternoon and it didn't work. What is up? Because I taught somebody this afternoon and the person was so happy that I. This is it now. What happened now? No, network not the DG side. This one not be network. This one is just. Maybe it's my village people trying to destroy me here. Okay, I'm still here. Show now, show. Oh my god. This thing is fucking me up. What the heck? I've installed. I don't need that on my phone, please. Come on. I want it on the web. What is wrong with this thing now? Why are you fucking me up? What I do you? You don't like me? Visitors. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm here now. This is the basic JavaScript which I've copied and I've also pasted. I've pasted it. What is the problem, huh? Come on. Okay, let me do this and see if it will work this time around. I'm going to go out here. Guys, this thing is not working. Oh shit. It worked this afternoon. I was using it to teach somebody and the thing just. God damn it. I've been a catch. Enyi na-aga na gị n'azụ ngwugwu. Okay, let's refresh and see. I don't know what is wrong with this stuff. It's messing up big time. It's not supposed to be like this. This thing worked this afternoon. I did it. It worked. I only just didn't record it with that. I knew I was going to teach it tonight, so I didn't bother to record it. Yeah. Oh my god. Come on, show up. Enable user traffic for this, blah blah blah. Single page, blah blah blah. This way supposed to be now. It's even showing that I've even installed it. So why is it not working? Show the messenger, eh? Ọkụ enyi ga-akwụ isi oche. Honestly, this thing is so is in fact it's just trying to fuck me up. But I know this thing worked like 4 p.m. this afternoon. I used it. It was functional on this site. I just had to remove it because I didn't want it to be there as a backdoor for anybody. So I just had to remove it. Now I'm here now. Because the guy say no come know me again. And they sabi me, oh. They sabi me, oh. No, maybe not because they never give am beer drink. I don't know what is wrong. I did it. It worked. Come on. Anyway, guys, so I was just trying to show you how they generate tickets. At least that one, like, you could just actually just go to the site and launch your ticket and will just be cool. But this one now is showing me shaggy bounce. I don't know what is wrong with it. I didn't do it anything. I'm not doing anything. It just show me. Come on. Is it really Yeah, I understand. No problem, guys. So let's just leave it. Maybe some other time we're going to do it. So you guys should go and rest. You not don't even you don't try itself. Now well done. I greet all of you. Yeah. So good night.